We really do want to thank you for the hundreds of pictures you're continuing to send us from the storm. We've put them all on our website, WSBT.com.
Yeah, 1,000 and counting. Well, thousands of people are digging through debris in the Midwest right now, but when the winds first started, some people picked up their cameras to take us inside the storm.
A tornado warning has been issued until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties.
Get to the centermost portion of your home and take cover. I am hearing things right now, Chuck.
Yes.
I think we may need to take shelter right
Yes.
now ourselves.
We do.
We need to go off
We do,
the air.
yeah.
We will be back when we can.
Right. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
And so I go outside and I heard this, it's like a train, like a loud train. I said, this isn't right. I said, it's not thunder, it's not, and it just kept coming, getting louder.
The garage was sitting there with the truck, it's gone, it's laying there. It was tearing it apart like it was just a cardboard box. I mean, the siding was just getting ripped apart.
This is the clothing I own now. A lot of people have a pile of rubble still, and I don't have anything. My whole, it's gone. I don't know where it went.
We'll make it through it. And we're just so grateful that the Lord preserved so many lives here.
The flag flying there. It is amazing how people band together when things like this happen. Current numbers right now that we have 8 people killed in this tornado outbreak in the Midwest.
Yeah, the stories are amazing. One woman in Kokomo just lost her husband, now lost her house, but she's grateful.
Yeah.
To be alive tonight. Well, it's 5:56. WSBT News at 6 is next. Rick Schutz at the live desk with a look at some of the stories we're working on. Rick?
Cindy, power outages, schools closed, temperatures dropping. We continue to track it all for you coming up tonight at 6. Well, so many neighborhoods without power tonight. This is a live look at one in Benton Harbor, as people there don't expect power to be restored for several more days. Now, the Red Cross opened up a shelter in Benton Harbor to help those without power and heat.
Dark there, the only lights are ours, but other parts of the area fine tonight. You can see this is a live look at Mishawaka. Lights still on in the shopping district. We will have a closer look at those power numbers in just a few minutes.
Now, details of this massive storm continue to develop. The National Weather Service was out today, seeing if the damage was in fact caused by tornadoes. Meteorologist Matt Rudkin joins us from the live desk. And Matt, you were the only local meteorologist invited to go along.
Yeah, absolutely, Rick. We traveled with 2 of the National Weather Service meteorologists. This team went to several counties in northern Indiana and southwestern lower Michigan to survey damage. We caught up with them in Cassopolis, very close to the high school. Take a look at some of this video. This house you see, the roof was damaged in the storm, and this garage was blown off of its foundation. Debris was thrown all over the homeowner's backyard and into the field. Next door, garage doors were smashed in by the wind, and across the street, a barn was badly damaged and it collapsed. Down the road a half a mile, a tree fell into the front of a house. Obviously, we know the storm damage occurred in the area, but today's task was determining whether it was caused by straight-line winds or a tornado. The best way to do that is to take a close look at the damage.
That tree there looks like just as it came down, it twisted. Therefore, it went that way.
Okay.
But this one here obviously came down and was pushed or pulled into this one. So all the debris, you're just seeing trees kind of, that one there is coming in this way, and these are coming in. So we've got this convergent pattern, which suggests a circulation did probably skip through here.
Now, convergent means coming together. Take a look at these trees. If this was straight line winds, they would all be lying in the same direction, but they are lying on the ground, pointing at each other, which indicates strong circulation. The National Weather Service will release its official storm survey results for the area later this week. Of course, once we get those results, we will share them with you. At the live desk, I'm Matt Rudkin, WSBT News.
All right, Matt, thanks very much. These storms have led a Mishawaka school to cancel classes tomorrow. Liberty Elementary is closed for tomorrow, but all other Mishawaka schools will be open. School officials tell us lightning damaged the mechanical system yesterday that helps keep the furnace running. We also know that other schools in the area did not have power today. In the Penn Harris-Madison district, they bused kids from one school without power to one with power. Indiana and Michigan Power says damage is extensive in southwestern Michigan, especially the Benton Harbor area. We've seen that. WSBT's Denise Bone joining us live from a neighborhood in Benton Township, and it's dark there tonight. Denise, this could be Friday before electricity's back?
Friday at the very least, Jen. It is a mess back here. We're behind a home on East Delaware in Benton Township. Just take a look at this. The large tree back in that corner fell, took down some power lines, and then snapped this power pole, knocking out electricity to the entire neighborhood and nearby school. Item says they have 23 broken poles in southwest Michigan, and repairing damage like this takes a lot of hands and a long time. They actually have called in 600 additional contractors to come in and help with restoration efforts around the area. In the meantime, you can hear the sound of generators in this neighborhood. People are trying to stick out the outage. Others we talked to are contemplating going to a hotel or staying with friends and family. We have learned that the Berrien County chapter of the American Red Cross has opened up a shelter on Niles Avenue in St. Joseph for people who need help. But again, because of damage just like this all around southwest Michigan, it's going to take some time for power to be restored. American Electric Power is asking for people to have patience. Reporting live from Benton Township, Denise Bone, WSBT, Channel 22 News.
All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. Still about 40,000 people without power. This is across our area, tens of thousands more across the region. There are extra crews coming in from across the Great Lakes region to help restore that power, get everything turned back on for people. But as Denise just reported, the power companies don't expect to get everyone back on until at least Thursday, possibly Friday.
And Chief Meteorologist Paul Emick joins us now, and you think of two major things right now. Number one is the winds of wind going to stop. Number two, how cold is it going to get for all the people that don't have power right now?
Very relevant questions, and the good news is with the wind, temperatures will be at least dropping, but the wind will be easing up just a bit, so at least we have that in our favor. Tomorrow, the mild air in the middle 60s, which contributed to the problem with the stormy weather, that has been replaced. The colder, notice where those arrows are pointing to, that's blowing that colder wind our way. Winds run 14 miles an hour now for South Bend. Of course, yesterday, even with some of the non-thunderstorm wind gusts, we had wind gusts in the 55-mile-an-hour range just from the wind that was blowing even after the storms. That has lessened, less of a concern now. 22-mile-an-hour gust for Elkhart. Winds will slowly decrease as we kick through the night, and then tomorrow we'll have very, very light winds. I mean, like 5 to 10-mile-an-hour winds, so good news with that. Here's a look at the temperatures at this hour. 38 in South Bend, 40 in Plymouth, and 41 in Rochester. And as Rick said, very relevant. We'll be dealing with some cooling tonight as temperatures fall down overnight in the middle 20s. We'll see some clearing later, and that will not help the situation. As winds die down and the skies continue to clear, that only creates a situation for temperatures to fall further. We'll begin our day with temperatures in the middle 20s across the area. Still, we're looking at some of the interesting scenes of just how widespread. It's really interesting how widespread the damage was yesterday across the region and throughout our area. That map showing where reported tornadoes were, and now, of course, that report we saw from Matt Rudkin a few minutes ago about the investigation of that scene around Cassopolis, too. A very rough afternoon. Quieter weather in place for now. We'll look at some wet weather returning. We go from talking about storms to snow again within a week. That's coming up in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul, thanks. When it comes to covering this damage, you and the pictures you have been sending us have really helped us tell this story. Viewers have submitted hundreds of these pictures, and you see the damage there from Pulaski County all the way to Van Buren County. We've seen power lines and trees down, flooded roads, rooftops being blown off. So please stay safe when you're taking these pictures, and share them with us at share@WSBT.com if you do get a good, safe one, or hashtag share WSBT on social media.
Well, it's an old crime.